All right, hey guys, Jason here. What we're gonna be talking about is this, the Rubicon. Just got done doing my hunting trip. We did 23 days in this stand every single day. Because I was hunting states I'd never been to before, and because of conditions, I wasn't doing like all day sits in one stand. I was in the woods the entire day, never leaving the woods. But I would move this thing 2 to 3 times every day. If you're my Patreon channel, you'll see all this stuff coming up. But so we hung this thing, we hung this probably 50 times, I would say probably 50 times minimum in that trip alone. We put this on trees 50 times, hung it 50 different sets, I should say. And what do I think of it? Where do I stand? Okay, I told you guys I was real excited about it. I also brought my Lone Wolf Assault with me. Okay, and 3 sticks. I use the Novix now, but Lone Wolf climbing sticks. I use the same thing. I set up my assault stand the same exact way as I have this set up, and I brought that with me also. In case I didn't like this, I'd use that assault stand. Never once on that entire trip did I ever want to use the assault stand. I was in this the whole entire time, and I straight up loved it. Okay, there's a couple little changes I need to do to it that are simple that I will be fixing. Minor, we will talk about that, but I straight up love the stand. It's been very impressive. This is my rig right here. Now we'll talk about the cushion too, but this is the rig right here. This is it. This is it. I mean, it is as sweet and simple and easy as it gets. I mean, look at this. There's not much weight here. Not much issue here. Nice, tight, no rattle, no noise. You know, my sticks don't stick out too far. These are usually end up like this as I'm walking. I mean, like I said, the whole package is pure perfection the way it is and the way it's set up here. So I'm very happy with it. Straight up thrilled with it. So let's take the sticks off and take a look at the stand. This is the way I carry it in the woods. This is the way it goes with me. This gets either strapped on my pack or this gets carried like this, where I will have my Kuiu Venture 2300 pack on, and that big thick strap is right here. I will hook this on that strap. So all the weight of this is on the actual strap. I carried this thing for miles this way. Okay, just like this setup, just like this. I can wiggle it through. I can hold it right here. I can have my phone out for navigation. I can wiggle this through brush as I go. Like here's brush. I can push it into the brush and push the brush out of the way with it. This thing has zero snaggability. Everything about this system was flawless, and carrying it this way has been fantastic. If I didn't know exactly where I wanted to go, I'd strap this whole system right on the pack straps, on the compression straps for my pack, and carry it right on my pack. It's a beautiful setup, straight up amazing, and I love the paracord. I've been using these now for 2 years, these paracord backpack straps like this whole system. I'm super thrilled with it. So we take this off here so we can show you the stand. So we pop this one off, we pop this one off, we take all 3 of our sticks, we're gonna set them aside, just put them somewhere here out of the way, set them right there for now. We got our 1 swim noodle is all we need because of the way the brackets are. These batwing brackets hold that stick so perfectly in there. I will actually show you that. I love this combo with those sticks. Okay, it's a beautiful system. If I take, we grab one of these sticks, we take this stick, and I'll bring it over here to show you. When I set that on that swim noodle, and it goes on here, but on here, notice how that stick fits so perfectly into that notch of that bracket right there. Okay, all 3 of them do. When I go to the middle one, fits in there snug as a bug, perfect. Put it in that one, fits snug as a bug and perfect. So they fit perfectly right in there, better than any other batwing bracket I've ever used. These sticks fit in there like flawless. They're not resting on the teeth. They're not getting marred up. They fit inside of there so flawlessly. It's amazing. It's just pure brilliance. It really is. And I'm not saying that they did that on purpose or that that was an intention, but it's there and it's noticeable and it matters to me. It's a huge deal. Absolutely a huge deal. Very excited about that. Now, the other nice thing about them is they give you a very long strap. This strap is like 8 feet long. Okay, this is the slack after it's wrapped around there. They give you such a long strap. It is unbelievable. They do this on their sticks too. I showed you that on their climbing sticks, but look at how long this strap is. Okay, I mean, it is amazing the length of the strap they give you. That is such a nice thing, and it's such a quality strap. It's thicker a little bit than the other ones. It's just, yeah, just a smidge. It's triple stitched here. It's, like I said, they killed it on the strap. They straight up killed it on the strap. And it's, you know, this is XOP. This isn't Lone Wolf Custom Gear, Beast. This isn't $650 stands, and yet the strap is one of the best I've ever seen. The seat, okay, the mesh seat on here. Now, we do have one thing on here that I am going to fix, and that is that right here, you can see I put stealth strips on these points here where it comes into contact here. I need to put a piece of stealth strip here and here where it does come down in contact here. Okay, I got one wrapped around there, the other one because of where the bracket or where the where this comes in contact with here, it's hard to wrap there because of that. This one wasn't bad, but I'm gonna actually put it right on the actual base of the platform here so that when it hits, it makes no noise. I have it on the back of here so it makes no noise. All this stuff is closed off and it works fantastic. So I have zero complaints there whatsoever. The stand itself, like I said, the strap, amazing. I love the strap. I love the steel rounded Versa buttons. I can swing this easy, okay? As I've showed you in other videos on other stands, but this one, if I'm in a tree and I want to swing the strap the other way, very easy to spin this around. I like that. That's how it should be. It should have a round shank, and it does, and it's fantastic, and it works perfect. So I love that setup on here. The bracket itself on the back. This bracket, I'm going to bring it in closer and show you. But this bracket is phenomenal. Okay, this thing is very well designed. Perfect amount of offset. It works for all trees, and it's going to do whatever you want to. I put a minor chamfer on the bottom of each of these, as I do with every stand I have. As you can see there, just a minor, just to knock the point off of there. Just a couple strokes with a file so that it slides down a tree. I do the same with the bottom of this too. It's the same exact thing, just a very slight chamfer just to knock the hard point off there so it can slide down a tree when you put some weight on it. Now, people have complained about this fact that this strap, because of where this strap here is so close to this Versa button, that sometimes that strap will actually rest on, or let's go around this way for you, but that strap will actually get caught up in that inside of here. It does sometimes, yes, but most trees, unless you get super small ones, you notice the chamfer on here, it's got a chamfer here, it goes like this, right inside. It fits right inside of there, just like you're seeing right here, and it doesn't hurt anything. It fits right inside of the strap. It is a beautiful, beautiful system, is how that works. When it does hit here, it just turns the strap and it sits right there. It doesn't hurt anything. There's no sharp edges anywhere on the stand except for that point, which I take off with a file, but there's nothing sharp on here. Nothing could cut the strap. It can, and like I said, even on a small tree, all it does is it turns the strap and it sits like that right there. It can't hurt nothing. There's nothing sharp to do it. So that does not bother me. I will show you an inset of some pictures that I took to show you that in the setup on there, how that worked out. So I will have those linked in here. I'll be putting them in here for you. As far as the height of the stand, some people say it's too short. I promise you that for me at 5'6", and I've been in an assault pretty much forever, I do not mind the height at all. Actually, to be honest with you, once I put this on, okay, when this seat cushion goes on, which just slides right over, I did hunt with it for 2 days, and I'll be honest with you, I don't like it. I like it, it's comfortable, and it just straps on, it's really nice. This puts it too high. I actually prefer not to have this. It puts me up too high, and I don't like it as much. And I don't like, you know, it's not bad. It's like any other seat, very comfortable in that fact. But honestly, like I said, this is the gold right here. This is the gold, this mesh seat. This mesh seat is straight up amazing on every level. This is what makes this stand pure perfection. This is what makes this stand better than my Assault. The platform is basically the same exact thing. I see no difference in huntability or setup or anything on this platform versus my Assault is, or the Lone Wolf 1.0 is. This is an improvement over the 1.0 because it does slide down a tree easy and doesn't bite as hard. Some people will prefer the bite if they want a tow hook and stuff like that. More power to you. I do not. Tow hooking is the dumbest thing ever invented in my opinion. opinion. That's where you put your knee on the seat and you stick up, when you're up in a tree, you put your knee on there and you bear hug the tree, take your foot, pull the platform up, let it slide down, bend it back over to cam it, all your weight's on the seat on an unstable stand. No offense, I'm not a fan. This one, I don't have to do that. I hang it on the tree and I give a quick stomp right here, boom, with my foot, and the whole stand slides down and the strap locks and everything's perfect. So much better, so much better, so much faster, so much safer. So I love the bracket on here. I love the standoff. People had said on here too, they said, we don't like how narrow this is from this point to this point. It is basically the same exact thing as a Lone Wolf Custom Gear 1.0 is. There's really no difference there. I hung it 50 times on all sorts of different trees, and if you're in my Patreon, knowing the last state I was in and how hard it was to even find a tree to hunt, you'll see that I was in some of the most sketchy trees you could ever imagine. And this thing hung perfect on here. And I'm talking trees where my platform was on an angle, like we'll put the seat up so you see the variance, but where I was like this is how my platform was hung on the tree, where I was literally platform on there like this and hunting out of it. Okay, you'll see some of that stuff. This thing did phenomenal. Okay, I had zero questions on it whatsoever as far as its capability. You do get a good enough amount of offset here. We used every leveler position there is for the platform to make that work on there, and the leveling system worked flawlessly just like you would expect. I really like the seat adjustment knob being up here on the top. Rather than having to make adjustments on a stand where I gotta lift it up, turn this, put it down, now lift it up, turn it out too far, turn it back, do this again, there it is. Here, it's right here. All I have to do is just get my weight off the seat, give this a couple of turns, and you can see it rises right up and it goes right down, just like that. See how easy that is? It's literally that simple, and I don't have to have all that movement when I'm in a tree, flipping back and forth, checking to see if I got it like I want, resit on it. No, it's all right here. Sweet, simple, and easy. It's a brilliant system. Brilliant system. The mesh sheet has got no give in it now, still, same. There's no sag, it hasn't changed. And again, we've spent 23 straight days in this stand. Zero issues with the seat, zero sag, zero anything. I do got a little bit of mud in there I still got to clean out, but this thing has been flawless on every kind of way. Everything about this stand has been flawless. I did put stealth strips on the cables. Okay, because they were squeaking on some of my boots. Okay, I didn't know if they would or not, so I did. I put this on there while I was out in the field, solved that problem instantly. I also have stealth strips on all my other stands, so that was expected. No way to hang a carabiner on the back bracket like I do on my, and actually you can't on a Lone Wolf 1.0 either, but on my Assault I could. Here I put this piece of paracord right through this loop. This is the loop that allows you to take and put this into frame pack mode, and I'll bet you can still do it with that loop on there, but I'm not gonna ever carry it in frame pack mode. But I put that loop through there of paracord and it holds it perfectly, absolutely perfectly. I put my pack on either side of the stand and let it hang there. It worked flawless. I was very happy with that. The seat, smooth as butter every single time. Okay, if you watch some of my other videos, I have another stand that this is not the case with, and it becomes a problem more often than not. This one, butter smooth all the time. I have not heard one peep or noise out of this thing whatsoever. None. Nothing. It's been absolutely dead quiet. It has been fantastic. We got just finally, after again 35 times hanging this, 50 times hanging it, whatever it's been, I got just a smidge after all these times of hunting it. Right here and right here, I got a little bit of the finish coming off on there that you can see, very faint little bit. I'm okay with that because I'm going to repaint it anyway. Before next hunting season, as I do with all my stands, I will paint them. So I could care less about that little bit of finish. Yeah, like I said, this thing has been flawless on every conceivable way that I could think of. And every time I hunted out of this stand, I was smiling ear to ear. Every single time. And the comfort level, like I said, with the mesh sheet, in my opinion, straight up off the charts. Absolutely off the charts. Some people think it's too short. It's kind of perfect. Your butt fits right on there. It doesn't fatigue out your front, on your legs on the front. Try it, see what you think. For me, this seat is pure flawless. This cushion, good, and taller people will like this. Me, as a shorter guy, that seat's gone. I'm not gonna ever use it, ever again. We'll never put it on again. I think it's perfect like this, especially for me in the southern places where I'm, even in the cold up there, we hunted some cold mornings. That seat was never an issue. I'm not even remotely concerned about the cushion and I'll probably never use it. this is the way I want to run it. So there it is for you. And as far as the size too, I mean, you know, like I said, I love my assault stand. I'll never sell them. I made that mistake once before. I'll never get rid of them. I will take this stand over that stand today, right now. This will be the stand I want to hunt at. As a matter of fact, of every stand I've ever climbed on in my life so far, this stand is winning for me as my preferred. This is my new favorite stand. And given the fact that I've been on it that many days, it's kind of proven it is going to hold up and do good. I mean, I hunted out of it more in 23 days than most people will in 2 years. And it has been flawless on every kind of level. And it's 1.5 pounds lighter than what my assault stand is. Not that that matters to me, but it's pretty cool. So there it is. And you know, if you go with XOP, they got a lot of neat ways to, you know, you got your mounting holes in here. You can put the bow holders on here. You can do stuff like that with it. This stand also, the Cold Worlds and, you know, those stands that they got too, their new ones, they have a different textured finish. There's a very rough sandpapery finish to give you traction. The Rubicon does not have that. Okay, this stand doesn't use that. This stand instead uses dimples on the platform. You can see them, all these dimples. Those are where your traction come in on there, and they work fantastic. I was in 3 days of rain with this thing in rubber boots, and I never slipped once. They were fantastic. But the rest of the finish is very, very smooth, and every edge is rounded off on here. There is no sharp surfaces anywhere on here, which was a blessing because it's not chewing up my gear, especially when I carry it on my side like I showed you on my pack. You'll notice my pack has got stealth strip band-aids all over it because my Lone Wolf 1.0 shreds, and they cut that stuff because of the texture and because of the sharp edges on that. This one has none of those sharp edges. Everything is butter smooth all the way around this thing. I love it. I straight up love it. So that's the best advice I got for you. Been a long time since the stand has impressed me this much, and that doesn't even take into account the money. If you'd have never told me anything about tree stands and you would have showed me this one, and you would have showed me these $600 stands that are available today, and you said they're all $600, they're all the same exact price, go pick the one that you like the best after hunting out of them, I would pick this one. So the price is irrelevant. But the price is not irrelevant because it's a bonus, because this is a $200 stand. And for $200, you're getting way more than you can think you are. In my opinion, I love it. This stand is the stand that I will be using from now on. Not because I have to, not because I want to promote it, but because I honestly think it's the best stand for what I do and how I hunt. Your mileage may vary. You may find something else you like more. You might try to justify something that you bought that you like more. Whatever the case is, doesn't make any difference. You might have people that'll say, it's China. I'll never hunt out of China junk ever. You can say whatever you want and do whatever you want. It's your money. Go, more power to you. For me, every time you watch one of my videos next year, probably too, every time you see one of my hunting videos this year, everything you see on my Patreon, everything you're going to see in the future, this will be the stand. If I am in a tree, this will be the stand that I am in by personal choice, because I think it's the best one out there. Food for thought for you. Take it for what it's worth. But that's my thoughts on, after spending, like I said, probably close to, it's got to be at least, because they were 2 and 3 a day, it's got to be 50 times I hung it, 50 different trees, over 23 different days of hunting, nonstop, all day in the woods, every single minute, except for drop, move over a tree, climb up. And I wouldn't pick a different stand to do it in. Thanks for watching.